Welcome back, everybody, to part 5. I just screwed up and thought I could do Magic Bat. You can't. It's worth doing once you get the hammer. I don't know. I knew you needed the hammer. I don't know why my brain was, no, you don't need the hammer for that. No, you definitely need the hammer for that. It's worth getting, by the way. Absolutely 100% worth getting. So we have to head back to Sanctuary because something happened. The soldiers found them. Oh no, a priest. You are a second too late. I have failed, Zelda. The soldiers are abducted there. They're taking it to the castle. You must find her before the wizard works his magic. Please, you are our only hope. Oh fuck, that dude died. Damn. Alright, so to make it easy on me here, we want to go back. And we'll start from Zunk's house. So by the way, once you save the old man in the... I should have gotten those hearts. Once you save the old man in the mountain cave, that becomes a save point. It becomes a starting point as well. You don't get it until that point, but it is worth getting. Or, well, you get it automatically, but it is nice having, I should say. Alright, but now it is time to take the battle to Agahnim's tower and figure out what the hell is going on. What happened to our princess? That gets destroyed by the Master Sword. In randomizer, you can get through that with the cape, ironically enough, but that's not here. Alright, you gotta beat these assholes. You have a couple options here. You could definitely shoot them with arrows, with one thing I'm doing. Remember I mentioned earlier, we saw the gray version of these guys in the basement. That is a gold version. We'll see another 1 or 2 of those in this dungeon as well. We need to kill them to get this chest. That's what I talked about a couple parts ago with dashing properly and just going through the door. We'll grab that. Now it is dark in this cave for some reason. Apparently they forgot to pay the light bill. You need that key? Obviously you see this is kind of a maze. This is the hardest maze ever. You'll figure out fairly quickly. I know it pretty well, obviously, but it's not too bad. You don't have to kill these guys. Nor do you have to kill anyone in this room. Alright, but now we are making our way up the tower. I think you do have to kill someone in this room. Yes. You have to get a key right there. Thought so. Here, you only have to kill the 2 red dudes, ironically enough. By the way, when you're full health and you have Master Sword or higher, you get these sword beams, which are useful to keep people at bay, but they don't do particularly big damage. No matter what sword you have, even if you have the golden sword, which you get later on, the highest level, they only do fighter sword damage, unfortunately. But again, it's useful for weaker enemies and just keeping the enemies at bay, honestly. There is definitely some value to it, I would say. Oops, I did not even see a bat there. I was blind as a bat. That was horrible. That was terrible. That was terrible. And you don't have to kill anyone in this room. Same in this room. Here you have to kill these guys just to get out of the way. You can knock them in the hole. I enjoy knocking them in the hole. It's kind of funny. I enjoy the animation of falling in the holes. Hilarious. Alright. Time to figure out what the hell is going on. There's Princess Zelda. What the hell are you doing? Aha, Zunk, I have been waiting for you. I was hoping I could make Zelda vanish in front of your eyes. Behold, the last moment of Princess Zelda. The fuck you doing, bro? Why are we just standing there? Hit him! Oh, well. That's probably not good. Well, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Whee! There's a hidden wall here. And it's an Agahnim fight time. Alright, this battle's not that hard. His first ball is always going to be this power ball, and you just have to play tennis. This can, now, after his first ball, it can be blue balls like that. I always recommend staying to his side. They're a lot easier to block. Or it can be the energy ball that you saw earlier. Unfortunately, I got really unlucky there. And it is random. His every 5th attack is this lightning attack. Just stay in the upper part of the arena and you're going to be absolutely fine. And every first attack will always be the energy ball. After that, 2, 3, and 4 could be either the energy ball or the blue balls. And the blue balls are aptly named because, Jesus, I would like you to stop giving me blue balls. So that is 4 blue balls to start the round. Oh shit. This is like really unfortunate. If you're unsure exactly where you're at, pretty much once he goes in the middle, top middle like that, he's probably doing the Thunderbolt. Especially if he's not looking at you. Just again, stay at that top corner when he does that, and you'll be fine. There we go. You got him 5 times, 6 times, 7 times? I don't remember. I forget sometimes. Oh! Oh no, he's drawing us into the dark world. Oh no! Do! But now we are on the pyramid. We're actually in this dark world. Strasval can talk through steps. Dark world. So now we are in dark world. It's order to save half the world. Okay. And this is just more expedition. Whatever that word is. Just telling you what's going on, basically. But yeah, so now we're in Dark World. You can leave Dark World with the mirror. Just to show it off. If you do it at a spot that doesn't work, you'll just get set right back. But I just want to show that off. Before you do anything, if you don't do anything, head off to the right here, to the side here, and get yourself a heart piece. Heart piece! Beating Agahnim, by the way, you notice you did not get a full heart. You did get a full heart refill, but... if you want to save yourself some time, and I'd highly recommend you doing this. I think we can go this way. So you gotta go to the Palace of Darkness. That was the goal. By the way, Dark World enemies are gonna hit harder, especially if you hit them. Cat's trying to get into the food. What did they say? Oh yeah, to save yourself some time later. So up here is gonna be the catfish. And you're gonna need something from the catfish. And yeah, by the way, you saw how much damage just getting hit by that one guy did. You don't have to do this now. I do this now because this is just an out-of-the-way thing. And so we are going, and he's gonna give you something because he's annoyed by you. Oh, Onyx. Yep. I'm gonna pause this. I'll be right. My cat. So this is the Quake Medallion. It causes the ground shake and defeats nearby enemies. It's part of your magic. But you use it up quite a bit of magic. You actually need it for something else later. It's actually plot important as well. But you do not have to get that right now. you can get that later, but since you're here, I'd recommend getting it right now. Just my suggestion. You don't have to. But anyway. I did not mean to fucking go in the water there. God damn it. Okay, I think I have to go. That was a mistake. Oh, that was a mistake. Damn it. I think I can go this way. These one-eyed, weird Zora-type enemies, they'll just work like regular Zoras in the light world. They'll just try and hit you. That thing right there will also try will send you somewhere. Where I don't know, but it'll send you somewhere. All right. So I didn't mean to go for a swim, but we went for a swim. So one thing, by the way, you notice, so there's a lot of parallels, obviously, with Dark World, Light World. There's a hut here. This hut is another shop. You can get a red potion for 150. Don't do that. It's a waste. You get some bombs. You can also get a fire shield if you lose it, which you can lose it in certain very, very, very specific circumstances. But now we are headed back to the Palace of Darkness. Again, don't get hit directly by these guys. It hurts a lot when you get hit directly. It doesn't hurt so bad when they hit you with the flying projectile, but it's not fun. All right, so we are headed to Palace of Darkness. And, watch out for those murder dactyls. They're the pink birds, the pink variations of the birds from the light world. They do not fly away after a certain time, and they are a massive pain in the ass. They do a shit ton of damage. Here you're gonna get a monkey. Nope, I'm not lying. It's Kiki! He loves rupees. Can you spare 10 rupees? Let's give him 10 rupees. You need 10 rupees to get him to follow you. And don't come in here with less than 150 rupees, because he requires that to open Palace of Darkness. If you get hit by an enemy, he will run away. So, that sucks. Give me 100 rupees, not 150, I'm sorry. I had it wrong. And he will open it. He will go up there and hit the lever here to open it, and you can head into the Palace of Darkness. I don't know why I'm calling it Darkness. Darkness! But we are here. We are in Palace Darkness. The first thing you want to do is go to the left. Alright, welcome to Palace Darkness. This is our first crystal dungeon. The crystals is where the maidens are kept. Ooh, perfectly timed fairy there. But there is a chest down here that we'll grab real quick. Whoopsie. And this is a small key. There is a shit ton of small keys in this thing. This dungeon's pretty big. It's definitely bigger than the rest of the dungeons in this that we've done so far. It's actually one of the bigger dungeons in general, but so this is the crystal dungeon. Now we are in the meat and the potatoes of the game. We're gonna get some of our bigger stuff. We're gonna get our we can talk to Sarasrala. That is Zelda. She is locked in Turtle Rock. Turtle Rock's the last dungeon you're gonna go to before the main dungeons. This wall you can bomb or you can bonk in. Either one. These guys, don't hit them when they're doing that, cause that's gonna suck. These guys are actually perfect for your sword beams. Alright, these guys, you're gonna need your arrows. The red guys, the red ones can only be defeated by arrows. The green ones, you can use your sword. But the red ones, you have to use arrows. There's a god pixel here that I definitely didn't hit. Well, that was a really, really terrible stretch. And there's your map. It's weird knowing what I'm gonna. It's weird kind of knowing what I'm gonna get. It's that randomizer. I'm like, ooh, is it gonna be a good item? Oh, it's not a good item. Another small key. So you have a couple choices here. You could. So you don't have the hammer yet. So you really have to go backward here. And and go through the front door here. In Randomizer, you can make your way. You can actually. Why am I drawing a blank here? Fucking motherfucker. You get hit a lot. I don't remember what I was saying. I completely lost my train of thought. Oh, in Randomizer, you usually have the... There's boss key. That's important. In Randomizer, you typically have a hammer when you want to come in here. Not always, but it is really rather useful. We'll head back out. So now we will head back up. And we'll kill this little mini Helmosaur. That mini Helmosaur, that is a protective mask in its front, so if you hit him in the front, you won't take any damage. Don't drop to the right there, you don't need to. You can, it won't hurt you, but... And there's another small key. Yeah, you don't want to go left there. You don't need to. Here I would actually pull out your... this bridge will fall away. Using an arrow on those mini Helmosaurs, even with the mask, that will actually harm them pretty good. These turtles are dicks. There is 2 more chests down here, actually, that we're gonna hit. I'm gonna try again, fairy here. Nice. There is a shit ton of rupees here if you need rupees, by the way, and they will respawn. And there's a small key. And that is your fuck you. That was a single arrow. No, not a bundle of arrows. That was a single arrow. Troll game is troll. And that was a blue rupee. Troll game is troll. But anyway, now we have to go to the left here. Woo! Woo! You know where those guys are shooting from? Just use your sword beams if you can use them. Yeah, pound some booms. This is also another dark maze. You want to come down here first and get your final small key. Bomb this wall. And get the hammer! It's hammer time. Do. Okay. Alright, the hammer is very useful. Use your mirror here. There's no need to go back. Now that you have the hammer, you have a couple options here. You can go this way, or you can go to the right. This way's a little bit quicker, but also slightly trickier because of these guys on the left here. Don't know why I thought that would work. Should have just jumped. I don't know why I just fell off the edge, but maybe it was because I was doing that. Alright. Over here is a button. Let's move a statue on it. Yeah, this dungeon's fun. And Randomizer, this dungeon's really fun because sometimes it's not as straightforward by any stretch of the imagination, and it's I don't know, it's just not, doesn't seem as straightforward because sometimes you don't have the hammer and you have to kind of make your way around, or you might not have the bow, so you're kind of limited on that. This is fun. Here it felt a little more straightforward than I was anticipating. I thought this dungeon would take me a bit longer, but part of that's me knowing the dungeon. I'm not saying I'm a great player of this game, because I'm not. I want to make that very clear, because I typically only play Randomizer, but... Well, my cats took a shit. And it smells awful. Okay, so now it's time to show off the hammer. The hammer actually does some pretty decent damage, but you don't have a lot of range to it. But most importantly, and that's going to be very important in a little bit, is it fucks up the turtles. It's basically it's Shredder, or Shredder's friend. So these turtles, the only way you can defeat them is by knocking them on their back with a hammer, and then hitting them when they're down. You can use a sword to hit them when they're on their backs. You don't necessarily have to use a hammer. It's useful in this part of the game. But one of the negative things, though, is if you knock them back forward, they get fast. They get a little faster. Now they don't get continuously faster, but so yeah. What's this one? But it is almost boss time, folks. We do have some more turtles here. That was unfortunate. But now we got Big Helmosaur, and the first thing you gotta do is destroy his mask, but you have to hit him 17 times with the hammer. My recommendation is do what I'm doing here. Oh, these things are annoying. You know, charge your sword up, keep it charged up, and you can actually, as long as you keep hold the button, you can actually just hammer away. Then you can just hit him with your sword. Hit him with sword's gonna take a little while. You can also hit him with arrows. You can hit him with your hammer if you're really good. But he's really easy. You should not have too much trouble with him. Maybe on your first time you're not really good. You might get hit, especially after he loses his mask. You can do 2 of his attacks at once, and that can be a little bit hairy. But I made quick work with him. He's your first boss you're going to in Dark World. Shouldn't give you too many fists. We'll give you maybe a bit more fists than typical Light World ones do. Although you saw how well that went for me. So, this is our first crystal, though. We saved our first maiden. Because we're awesome. We got the great Zelda music. And, it used to be the Golden Land where the Triforce was hidden. But because Ganon, the boss of thieves, Ganon coming back from Zelda 1. This is the world that he was banished to, from my understanding, from after the first game, I think? But I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it. Again, I try not to look at the lore of Zelda because once you start going down that rabbit hole, it's a hell of a rabbit hole. And not a good one. Although they did make the book, and why do we care about the continuity of Zelda, really, though? I don't know. Well, anyway, yep, yeah, I heard you, probably. I probably should have read that. You should probably read that, because I think it tells you where to go next. But that is that. Show your map. I'm going to show the map real quick. And it actually shows you all the crystal dungeons that you need to go to. And by the way, keep a note of that number because that's where you're going next. That's the one you need to go to next. You really can't go too out of order. Yeah, you can go out of order. You don't need the hook shot for Thieves Town or for Skullwood. You could go out of order if you want, I guess, but I wouldn't recommend it. Just go in order. The only time I tell you go out of order is do 6 before 5. If you want to make life maybe slightly easier for yourself, do 6 before 5. But use this as a bit of a guide for you, and you'll be absolutely fine. But that's going to do it for this part. We're going to call it after this. Next time, in part 6, we're going to head to Swamp Palace and do some checks along the way. Until then, everybody. Deuces.